What's going on, everybody? So I'm back in the video. Hope everyone's having a great day. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 11 things you guys need to do after getting your brand new iPhone, whether that is the 13 mini, the 13, 13 Pro, or 13 Pro Max. So I currently have the 13 Pro in Syriac Blue. So if you guys did pick up a brand new iPhone, let me know down below which iPhone you guys got and which color. So the very first thing you want to do is head to your settings application, scroll down until you see battery, go into the battery health, and from here you want to make sure the maximum capacity is at 100% because this is your battery health. And if it's even at 99 or 98%, go ahead, return it back to Apple because it is a brand new iPhone. It should not be at 99 or 98%. And then the second thing you want to do right here under the setting is you want to toggle on the optimized battery charging. So basically what that does is you guys can see it, basically the iPhone learns kind of like how your routine when you charge your device, and basically when it's past 80%, it's gonna like slow down the speed, so it's gonna throttle the speed of your charging so it doesn't damage the battery, and it's gonna be longer and better long term. So for example, if you were to turn off the setting, it is going to actually charge your device a lot quicker, but it may start damaging the battery a lot earlier. So if you keep this feature on, it's going to make sure you have a long and healthier battery life. So for the third setting, what we want to do is go into the settings application right here, and then we want to go into the display and brightness. And the reason why I'm recording like this right now is we're going to be turning on the raise awake feature. So this is more of a personal preference. I rather have this on at all time. So you guys see it's currently off right now. So if we have our device laying on like a desk or something and we pick it up, it's not going to turn on the screen when we pick it up. So if we have this feature turned on, so let me just turn it on real quick and lay it down, pick it up, you guys see it's going to automatically turn on the screen for us automatically. We don't have to press on the home button or tap on the screen, anything like that. So like I said, this is more of a preference if you guys want to have this feature on. So it's called raise to awake. The next setting we have is the auto lock right here, so right above the raise to awake. And what you want to do is set this to a strict time, whether that is 5 minutes or even 30 seconds. Don't ever set it to never, because sometimes for myself, I'll think I'd actually lock my device, but I'll actually leave the screen on, and this will actually ruin your battery life, decreasing your battery life over time a lot quicker. So that's why I usually set it to around 3 minutes or so, because like I said, it's happened before when I set it to never, and I walk away, I think I lock my device, and then it's on for like 30 minutes to an hour. But yeah, I would set this to a strict time. This next setting is also just a personal preference, and it is the bold text. Right here, you guys have the option to toggle it on, and you guys can see all your texts are now bolded. In my opinion, I don't like how it looks. Obviously, it is bolded. It's going to be a lot easier to see things, but I'd rather just have this feature turned off. So this next setting was always usually under the display and brightness, but now Apple has completely changed it. They put it into a different setting now. So you want to go into the accessibilities tab, display and text size, and you want to make sure you have the auto brightness turned off. You don't want to have it automatically change the brightness depending where you are. You want to do that manually, just because if you have this feature on, it is going to impact your battery life a lot. So make sure you guys have auto brightness toggled off. The next setting we have for you guys is the background refresh. So you want to go into the general tab and then the background app refresh, and for this, it's kind of up to you how you want to use this. So for me, I don't like having any of my apps just refreshing the background when I'm not using the application at all right here, because in the description it says allow apps to refresh their content when on Wi-Fi or cellular in the background. Turning off apps may help preserve battery life. So for this, I just turn everything completely off. But if you do actually want to have some applications, I recommend going through every application you want and switching this to only Wi-Fi. I don't recommend putting Wi-Fi and cellular data, is because if you're on the go, it's using your data and you don't have the best reception or signal, it's gonna use more of your iPhone's battery life. So I recommend only having this feature if you want to use it only on Wi-Fi, and then going through all your applications and turning whichever ones you want on, and then the ones you don't use off. So, but like I said, for me personally, I rather just have this off, and I rather just manually go into each application I want and refresh the data through that. Next one we have for you guys is, if we scroll down, we want to go into the Face ID and passcode. So From here, you want to make sure you have all of these toggled on, all 4 settings, just so you guys can secure your device through whether that's the iPhone unlock, iTunes App Store, Wallet, and Apple Pay. These are all very important things that you want to make sure no one else has access to. And then we want to scroll down right here, and under the attention, we want to toggle both of these on. It's very important you guys do that. So for example, if you fall asleep somewhere, someone can grab your iPhone and then place it on your face, but having these settings on, you actually have to have your eyes open. So make sure you guys have both of these 2 settings on, so just more secured security on your iPhone. Now we're going to be going into the sounds and haptics right here, and then under the vibrate, we want to toggle off the vibrate on ring. So this actually does have an impact on your battery life. So if you already have it on ring, there's really no point of having vibrate. That's probably just a personal preference, but like I said, it just uses a lot more battery life. You rather just have that obviously on silent rather than having vibrate and ring at the exact same time. I'm going to be going into the general tab, go to picture in picture, and we want to toggle this on. So if you don't know what picture in picture mode is, it's been out for a while now, even back on iOS 14, but there's now actually setting for this. So when you're watching videos, whether that's like on Safari or FaceTime calls, and it's basically going to put it into a picture-in-picture mode. So I'm going to show you guys a quick example right here. If I just go onto Safari, onto a YouTube video. So you guys can see right here, I'm just viewing a quick video, swipe up, go to my home screen, and there's the picture-in-picture mode. And it works the exact same when you're on a FaceTime call, so you don't always have to stay on that FaceTime application. You guys can go over to Twitter, Instagram while being on that FaceTime call, while seeing that person you're currently talking to. The last setting I have for you guys in this video is head back into the settings application, and we can now go into the control center. So a lot of people don't know about this. It's been out for a while now, but you guys can actually manually add stuff to your control center. For me, I kind of usually forget about this, and I always just use the default ones right here, like the flashlight, screen record, camera, calculator. But there's so many options that you guys can select from, like alarm. Like I set my alarm every single day. I can do a quick easy access right here if I really wanted to, instead of just going into the clock application every single time. So go through this, remove and add ones, whichever you want, to your control center. So there you guys have it. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. This is 11 things you guys should do on your brand new iPhone 13 mini, 13 Pro, Pro Max. There you guys have it. If you guys did enjoy the video, drop a like on it, hit that subscribe button and that post notification bell so you guys never miss a video. The next video will be testing the 120 Hz on COD Mobile, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.